Hello, my name is Vanessa. I am the Children's Director at McIvers Grant Public Library. That's the library downtown that's right across from City Hall. And I am so excited today that I get to read some more stories with my DPS friends. So this book is called The Day You Begin. And this book goes along with what you've been learning this week. And that is getting ready for school, getting along. Has it been kind of interesting to get along with your friends as you've started your new school year? This has been a new experience for you, maybe. Kind of can be interesting, isn't it, how people learn how to work together. This book kind of talks about that. It's called The Day You Begin, and the author of this book is Jackqueline Woodson. She wrote the words, so she's the author, and Rafael Lopez is the illustrator. That means he drew these beautiful pictures. Aren't they pretty? Let me look at the back. Isn't the back of the book pretty? This book was published by Nancy Paulsen Books. The Day You Begin. Let's see what happens on the day you begin. Did you just begin school? Did you just begin some new adventures? Did you? I bet you did. Look at that. There she is. There's her house. What's she doing? What's she doing in her window? Same thing we're doing right here, isn't she? There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Can you look at our friend's face? Can you tell me, does she look excited to be walking into the room? Does she look a little nervous? What do you think she looks like? How do you think she feels about going into this room? You think she's walking into school? It looks like a door, a school door, doesn't it? With the window in it. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. Do those things make her different from those other friends? Her skin and her clothes and the curl of her hair? What's the same? What's the same between her and her friends, her new friends? Can you see some things that are the same? Look at the people around you. Can you see some things that are different? And some things that are the same? There will be times when no one understands the way the words curl out of your mouth. The beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. I just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Have you ever heard somebody talk that have a different accent than you? When we go other places, they think we have an accent, don't they? Everybody talks a little bit different, depending on where they come from. What would be a better thing to do instead of laugh if you don't understand somebody? What would be a better way to make them feel welcome than to laugh? Can you think of some things? I bet you can. I bet you already do them. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says, so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming in the first bright notes of a song. That's a way. See how his teacher made him feel welcome? How she repeated what he said and enjoyed the melody of the way he talks? That's really awesome, isn't it? There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now is smaller when the teacher asks, what did you do last summer? Tell the class your story. We went to France, Shayla says. These shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina, each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels go on and on. Have you ever felt like everybody around you is doing something that you didn't get to do? Look at all the places that they went. Can you see all their souvenirs? They had big summers, didn't they? As you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb and your days were spent at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? What do you think? What do you think about that? She has a little different experience, but that doesn't mean it's a bad experience. Sounds like she really had a good time with her sister. There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange and too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. Look, she's got a different kind of lunchbox, doesn't she? I bet she's eating something that's really good and traditional and something that is yummy that her family loves to eat. And look at all of her friends. I think they're kind of having trouble welcoming her a little bit, aren't they? We need to remember. When even your own friend Nadia will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi, and you'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. Look at her best friend looking at her food. She's got what? What does she got to eat? She's got a sandwich, doesn't she? There they are. There's the rest of the picture. I like that picture in the back. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast or too far. The game isn't one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. There's going to be times we feel a little left out, isn't there? There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. There he is again by himself. And look what he's looking at. Oh, sometimes it's so hard to walk over there when there's a lot of people. Sometimes it's really hard. And it's not that they don't want you there, and it's not that you don't want to be there. It's just a hard walk sometimes, isn't it? It is for me sometimes. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. Can he be steady as steel? Can he be ready for a new adventure? Maybe he can make that walk. What do you think? I bet he can. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin. The day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister, you tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. That is a wonderful summer. Look at how she's remembering her summer now. Does she feel left out and alone? No, she had a great summer with her sister. Let's see what else happens. Sometimes we just have to remember the fun parts of different things. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. And all at once, in the room where nobody else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. So she took a deep breath and she told her friends all about something that was very important to her. And then one of her friends said, "Hey, we've got something in common. I like to do that too. My sister's name sounds like yours. Isn't that awesome?" And then that's how the world opens up a little bit. And then that walk's not so hard, is it? This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches and your books and your travel and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. There's a pretty picture, but look at them swinging together, and now they're talking about the things that are alike and the things are different, and it's not as scary anymore, is it? They're making each other feel welcome, aren't they? I really like this book. And then there's the last picture. Does she look like she's kind of scared to be there anymore? She doesn't, does she? She looks very relaxed and excited to play with her friends. And that's how I bet you already are at your new school. I bet you already are settled in and you've got a lot of great friends. But it's a good thing to remember, isn't it? Number one, if you're feeling a little nervous, take a deep breath and open up. Tell somebody something wonderful about you. And remember all the wonderful things that are about you. okay? And then there's the other side. If you see somebody's feeling a little bit nervous, you can tell when somebody's feeling nervous. They're kind of pulled in a little bit. Maybe they don't have a smile on their face. Maybe they're looking around, but they're not moving because they don't really know where to go. You can be a good friend, and you can walk up to them and you can say, "Hi, my name is Roberto, and I'm from Venezuela, and I like to color pictures. What do you like to do?" See, you can make somebody feel at home. Wouldn't that be awesome? I know that y'all are already such good friends to each other, and I can't wait till the day I can come talk to you in person and see you and really get to know you like I would usually get to. But right now, I want you to be really good for your teachers, and I want you to be really good friends to your classmates, okay? I want you to have a great day. All right.